Oh, hi there. Welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. Well, today I'm going to talk about a documentary that many of you are talking about. Whoever has seen it is simply raving about it. This is a documentary that is so apt for the times we live in, wherein all the social media tools that we use every day have become part and parcel of our daily lives. More so in the pandemic when all of us are stuck at home and it's the virtual world that we are using to connect with friends and family and for our work. These tools are even more ubiquitous in the way for us to be staying connected, or for us to procure things, or for us to search for information. This documentary actually highlights how these tools, they started with a noble intention of bringing people together socially, making information available to them, allowing them the comfort of buying things online, have over a period of time transformed into these commercial behemoths who are using something called surveillance capitalism to exploit us as users. How these very tools have captured so much information about us that today they know more about us than we know about ourselves. And this information is their gold dust. This is the information that they're using against us to influence us, to stay on their platform, to make products available to them, to influence our mindset, and perhaps to do things that otherwise we would not have done. The documentary that I'm talking about is called The Social Dilemma. It's available on Netflix. It's about how the people who have worked in these companies like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, Amazon, how these people who have developed these tools, who have led to the monetization of these tools, are today realizing that this behemoth has become far bigger than what they had envisaged. It has become far more uncontrollable than what they had ever thought of. How these very tools today are using us to increase their influence. How these tools are becoming an existential threat to our societies, communities, political establishments, many things, because these tools are now influencing us, playing with our minds, making us do things that perhaps we would not have done otherwise. So it's a very revealing documentary. It's very interesting. It is very informative, educative. I would recommend that you should see this documentary with your children, because today's children are born into a generation which is so used to these tools being around them, and how these tools are influencing their behavior, whether it's their social connects with their friends or families, or whether it's about the decisions they make in life. This will be a good checkpoint for them to understand that how these tools can lead them into sinister areas. Very apt for everyone to see this documentary. It's The Social Dilemma on Netflix. Do check it out. And if any of you are interested to know more about how these big tech companies are using these commercial models that they have with the advertisers, with the information that they know about us, which is the real oil, as they say. Data is oil today. Today, that's the exam industries use, and that data is nothing but us. It's our data, and how these big tech companies are using our data to get richer and richer at the cost of us. There's this wonderful book written by Rana Foroohar. She has written another book, a good book called Makers and Takers earlier. She used to write for Time magazine earlier. She was a financial editor for the Time magazine. I think she is now the financial editor of the Financial Times. This book is called Don't Be Evil: The Case Against Big Tech Companies. It's available on Kindle. this is the book I'm talking about. It's available on Kindle or soft copy or hard copy, hardcover book that you would want to order. It's a very interesting read. It actually gets into more detail about how the industry has changed from their noble intentions to commercial intentions, how they have been using psychology and something called persuasive technology and to basically persuade us into doing things that we would otherwise have would not have done, or persuade us to notice things that we would not have noticed. It also talks about surveillance capitalism, which is the means by which these companies are actually surveilling us for everything that we do on their tools, where we are, what are we reading, what are we seeing, what are our interests, and using the same data to then influence us. It's a very good read. I'm still not through with the book. I'm still reading it. I would strongly recommend whoever is fond of reading should check this book out as well. So with that, happy watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for sharing your feedback. I look forward to bring more interesting things for you. Till then, happy watching. Bye bye.